San Francisco police are investigating the deadly stabbing of CASHAPP founder Bob Lee. Well, authorities have yet to publicly name the victim. Sources identify the 43-year-old tech executive to our NBC Bay Area station. And at this hour, no arrests have been made in connection to the attack. Let's get right to NBC News correspondent Steve Patterson with the latest details. So, Steve, first of all, what do we know about how police found Lee and the injuries he had?
Well, Joe, as you might imagine, it's early. Details are limited. Police certainly aren't saying much at this point. Here's what we do know. Police do get a call at about 2:35 a.m. That is very early this morning to a man with stab wounds. They go to that part in the city. Friends and family commenting on this story say this is a good part of San Francisco where a man is found bleeding from multiple stab wounds. A 43-year-old man later identified by friends and family as Bob Lee, that tech giant found there. First responders rushed to his aid, rushed to his side. You might imagine they're trying to do all they can to stop that bleeding. He is then rushed to the hospital where he succumbs from those stab wounds. And that's all we know so far, Joe. We don't know necessarily how long he may have been bleeding out. We don't know how long or what the fatal wound may have been, or if there were other injuries or wounds to him in an attempt to take his life, just that he succumbed to those injuries at the hospital at this point, Joe.
So, Steve, do investigators have any leads about a possible motive or whether there is a suspect in this case?
As far as we know, Joe, no leads, no motive, no suspects, no person of interest, and certainly no arrest. In fact, we just heard recently from the San Francisco district attorney who tweeted saying that they will not stand for these horrific acts of violence, but they have not made any arrests, and they're asking the public for anybody with any information for any help. If police do have a person of interest, they're not saying anything about it so far. In fact, we've heard more, of course, from family, friends, people that knew Lee, including tech giants like Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey, all commenting on what a nice guy this was, what a giant and titan of this industry he left behind. In fact, in hearing from family who echo those same statements, but police still have a lot of work to do, and they're asking again for help for it. Joe?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.